But
hey guys, you might have to stand right there to make sure. Oh, you're supposed to. All right, guys. Today, Mr. Walker is going to be doing some freestyle fighting skills. I'm going to show you guys how I get down. Just in case anybody's wondering. You know, sometimes when I fight, I put my legs back like this, forward kind of. I have more have more of my weight on the front leg, and I have this one up the heel, barely on the ground, and I have my ball planted. My knee going out this way, and knee going straight towards the opponent with my now raised up. Now I have my hands up like this or like this, either one, because I can get my hand up quick enough to block with my shoulder, with my knee, and do like that, and block with my shoulder, however I do it. Just depends on if you're throwing a punch or if you're throwing a... Now, if you're going to throw a roundhouse kick with your leg, I use my waist. So that means when I'm coming out, I'm swinging my body this way, and then I'm going to turn with my hip, bring my knee up high, and swing it around. And what I want to do is I want to practice on, like if I'm kicking a tree or something like that, I want to practice on trying to swing and kick through it. Not just tapping it, but kicking through it. And you want to use the shin or the shoelace, what I call the shoelace. Never kick with the top of your foot. And I never kick with the side of my foot. I always use my heel or the ball of my foot. So when I'm planted really good, I've got my hands up like this because I know I can maneuver good. I can use my legs. I can use my legs to maneuver and plant myself, or I can move up really quick, slide my legs, move up really quick, and I can switch sides. Either way, I can switch sides. So, thing is, keep your elbows in tight. You always want to keep your elbows in tight, and that way you can throw quick jab, reverse punches, Supermans, any style. Now, if you're in a horse stance, which is not a stance that you want to be in when you're fighting, because you can get kicked in the balls, yada, 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 it leaves your entire body open. So you want to stand to your side. You want to stand to your side. That way, it's less of you to be hit. And when I hit, I roll my hands in like this in a tight ball with my thumbs in the bottom of my fist. Now, most traditional martial arts, we use these two knuckles here, the ones closest to the thumb. But I've seen some use all of them, and I've seen some of them use the bottom, depending on where you're striking. Now, if someone's going to throw a punch at me, I'm going to bring my guard up. Got my guard up like this. I bring my shoulder up, and that way, if one of the punches do get by, I've still got my shoulder up to guard. Or I'm going to move into the punch, slide it off, move into the punch, and I'll have the bear hug. I'm not going to go in like this with a bear hug because that gives them a chance to guillotine me, put me in a choke is what that means, or something else. Use elbows to my back, my neck, or whatever. So when I come in for the shoot, I'm coming in like this. Coming in like this. And I reach around and grab. I like to use this lock. And I lift with my legs and then I twist. Either way. Now, if I'm just trying to box somebody, I've got my hands up like this, and I'm using my footwork too at the same time. Using my footwork, moving both sides. And you know what? It's easy to slide forward, especially if you're throwing a punch. It's easy to slide forward. You know what I'm doing? It's easy to slide forward. Now, I always like to flick my punches like a towel. That way, it's less chance for them to get caught, and also they come with a lot of velocity. Use your waist and your hip to throw the punch out, give you better power, and also don't forget to breathe. Breathe, and then as soon as you throw the strike, hand right back, hand right back, hand right back, hand right back. Always keeping both of your guards up, never losing your balance. What you want is you want to keep your back not this way, not too far back, and not too far forward, but just right so you have your balance equal, 50-50. Now, depending on what kind of strike you're going to do or what kind of kick you're going to throw, you're always right back to the same position. 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 Either foot. Now, if you're just throwing kicks just to keep them off of you, you can lead with the right. You can lead the leg that you lead with is a good kicking leg. Also, keeping your hands up in case they try to come in with a punch when you're kicking. Keeping your hands up, and at the same time, your back leg is not firmly planted, but just well enough to where you can use it to just in case you try to fall back. So, and you can do various kicks from this angle. That you can come around like that, do a spinning back kick. You can do anything, or if you're really fancy with it and you like to, depending on the advancements of your opponent, you can always throw the punch, spinning back fist, and you're right back planted with your arms up. I like to do various stuff. Now, show you got something else. This is a very dangerous item. This is something that no one really wants to face. I've seen a video the other day where someone was dodging bullets. Yes, someone was dodging bullets. And I've only seen one person dodge a bullet in my entire life. Yep, it was Bruce Leroy on what was it? The Last Dragon, a movie. So anyway, the thing is if you're a knife fighter or you've had any experience with knives, most people say that you want to lead with your knife hand. That's what a lot of people say. You want to lead with your knife hand and use this up just in case. But no, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to have this arm out as my primary defense, as a distraction. That way, if this hand gets cut, I've still got my weapon hand, my primary hand. So anyway, if I have to take a shot to the arm, I don't want it to be my good hand where I use my knife at. So I'm going to use this hand to do my forward strike. So it's going to be like this, kind of like this. And you want to stay back. You don't want to put your hand out there too far. You don't want to extend too far. You want to be able to move to the side. And plus, when you're doing your movements, move your knife around a little bit. Don't keep it in one place, because then your opponent will time you and he'll see where you mainly hold your knife at. So you don't want to do it that way. Secondly, You don't want to do all these fancy movements with the knife, switching the knife and all that other stuff, because you'll drop it. And while you're sitting there doing that, it doesn't take but a split of a second to come in. Secondly, if I've got my knife like this, I want to be prepared for it. So my balance has got to be on point. And plus, my feet work has got to be on point. I've got to be ready to move and pounce. So when that person comes in to swing, I'm going to swing at not the arm that he has his knife at. And if I hit his wrist right here, good. It's going to cut an artery. Don't try to get the knife out of his hand. Go for the artery, the finger, anywhere, because anywhere you cut with a knife is going to do serious damage. So that's what you want to do. Now, that's what you want to do. Keep a firm grip on the knife. Now, don't put your face all the way out like this. You want to keep your face back. Keep your face back. And the knife like this. Okay? Don't have your arm all the way out like this. Keep it right close to you. That way, if he comes in, this is where all your power is coming from, folks. When your elbow is right in beside your body. That way you can lean in with it if he comes with the strike. And you can also use your knife to cut too. And if your arm has to be a shield in order for them not to get to your rib cage or your gut, so be it. You're going to get cut regardless. I mean, unless you're Jet Li in a movie or something, or Bruce Lee in a movie, but you're going to get cut anyway. So you might as well use the hand that you don't have the weapon in to do the strikes. So, any questions? Oh yeah, by the way, don't try the fancy roundhouse kicks and things like that, and because a knife is a lot more dangerous than a gun is, especially within so many feet, because a knife can be used in any direction. A gun is dangerous in one direction. And believe me, you're not as quick as that man's finger is. You're not as quick as that man's finger is. Now, if you can get him off guard, distract him or something like that, and get out of the way, use your proper body movements to get out of the way of it, then yes, it's possible. But you don't want to try to do that. And I seen another guy try to take a gun from someone doing this movement. Raise that up a little bit, Shelly. He was doing this movement. And that's not what you want to do. Because if he has the gun right here pointed at your head, it does not go up like this, because to where they're not way up here and you don't have your hands way down here or way out here. You just got to believe it. You just got to do it. You just got to do it. Any technique, any maneuver can be countered. You can accomplish anything. Remember, put a little bounce in it. Keep them feet moving. You don't want him to be, you don't want to be planted so you're an easy target. Keep your head moving and always watch his shoulders, watch his eyes, and more importantly, watch his legs, because every time that he moves, he's got to move his legs in order to hit you. He's got to move his legs. He's got to move his hips. So you want to watch all that stuff too. Watch his chest. Every time he throws a punch, he's got to move in some way. Unless he does like this. So anyway, watch all that stuff. Now, awareness is the main thing that you have to worry about when you're about to get into it with somebody. Now, ladies, my wife asked me yesterday, what do you do if somebody's running up on you? My answer to that is, well, Be ready. Be ready. There's no certain technique that you do when somebody is coming up on you or running up on you, because you don't know if he's going to try to grab, or if he's going to pull something out, or if he's going to try to hit you. It just depends. So be ready for it. Just be ready. Be ready. This is the ready stance. This is my ready stance. So if he's coming at you, be ready to sprawl, be ready to punch, be ready to guillotine, all in one move. Be ready to knee, all in one move. Be ready to elbow, all in one move. Be ready to palm strike. Palm strike. Now, let me tell you guys one more thing. Come here, Shelly, real quick. Please.
Yeah, that's gonna fall.
Come on, Paul. Now, I seen this on one of the most watched people on the internet's page the other day, and I know for a fact that it does not work. So I'm going to hold Shelly like this. Shelly, do those smacks. Do it as hard as you can. Hard, hard. Now, if I was really being aggressive and things like that, my arms would be more in than they are. And I wouldn't have my arms all the way out here in the first place. And plus, that is it's a real dominant position for me to have my arms like that. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to reach my arm up over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shrug my shoulders. I'm going to do like this, and I'm going to try to move over. And that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to elbow. See, the thing is just getting out of that position and getting to your side. Don't let them have your back. Get to your side, do elbows, kicks, rake the shins, do whatever you got to do to get out of it. So, guys, that's all I have for you today on YouTube. God bless you guys. We love you. And thank you for watching. So, how's